So we have been homeschooling for almost 2 years now, and I don't really have that many homeschool videos up on my channel. So I thought this one would be a wonderful introduction into those. So I am doing the Homeschool Mom Tag. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Kelsey. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. I talk about mommy videos, Disney, finance, frugality, and I'm super excited to start doing more homeschool videos for you guys. So if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And without further ado, let's get into these questions. So question number one is, do you have a set budget for your homeschool? Yes. We try not to spend more than $200 on our homeschool curriculum. This can be very, very challenging. We have to keep our homeschool pretty simple. My son has special needs, and so in the early years, we are just focusing on reading, writing, and math. And so that helps keep our costs down. We're not doing huge full curriculums. We try to get a lot of stuff from the library, and we try to find a lot of things on eBay or used or half-price books. And so it does help. We also are now using the curriculum, The Good and the Beautiful, which is known to be very cost efficient. So yes, we do have a budget for our homeschool, and it is $200. I'm sure we will have to extend it eventually, but we almost have all of our debt paid off, so I think it will be a lot easier to do that in the future. So this question is, were you homeschooled? And the answer is no. I was actually I was going to school starting in preschool. I was probably 3 years old when I started school. My mom and dad both worked full-time, and so I was very much brought up in the fact of homeschoolers are weird. The only homeschoolers I knew were like extremely religious and kind of socially awkward, and I think that's the stereotypical homeschool kid, right? So I actually found a paper from my senior year of high school that said, maybe I wouldn't be as social if I was homeschooled. So I was very anti-homeschool because I was not homeschooled growing up, and I had a very specific idea of what a homeschooler was. Did I always know that I would homeschool my children? No, definitely not. I started toying with the idea of homeschool when my son was probably around 18 months old. We noticed that he had a lot of developmental delays, and he just was a lot different than some of the other kids. At the time, I was going to school for elementary education, and so I just always assumed that I would be a teacher and he would be going to school, and I had to do hours in a classroom. But I noticed that a lot of the special needs children in this kindergarten classroom needed a lot of help. And I thought to myself, my son is probably gonna be like one of these children, and I was right. And he is gonna need one-on-one help, and he's just not gonna get that at public school. I'm not hating on public school, obviously. I went to public school. I was planning on working in the public school system, and I hope to one day in the future when my kids are grown. But I definitely did not see myself homeschooling my children until that exact moment. So this question is, are you the only teacher, or do you get help from spouse or family members? I am technically the only teacher. I am the only one that sits down and does book work with Liam, but obviously we like to do more of unschool or life school with them as well. We like to teach them life skills. We like to teach them about budgeting, knowing how to do chores. My husband likes to show them things about like working on cars. We like to take lots of nature walks as a family and learn that way. So as far as like a sit-down school teacher, yes, I'm the only one, but my husband is also very involved in their education. This question is, where's your favorite place to buy homeschool curriculum? I like to buy things off of Facebook Marketplace or Facebook groups for the curriculum I'm using. For our like kindergarten and our original first grade curriculum that we use, because we switched curriculum mid-year, I got a lot of that off of eBay and some of it from half-price books. And then this time I just ended up ordering a lot of it from the website because they were having a sale. So I definitely like to pick and choose where I get the curriculum from, whoever has a better deal. But I think that Facebook and buying from the groups of the curriculum you're using are a super good option. So this question is, what are 2 must-have homeschool items? Definitely number 1 is some type of electric pencil sharpener. I actually found like a handheld one that is run by batteries that was like $5 at Walmart, and it is like amazing. You can sharpen colored pencils or regular pencils, and it just is so much easier than the little hand ones. And I don't really like my 6-year-old using a mechanical pencil, especially since he needs to work on his fine motor skills right now. He just uses a regular number 2 pencil, so that is perfect to have. I also really think that like probably a printer or a laminator would be my next thing that is very good to have. I really like laminating a lot of things, especially for like daily routine or stuff like that. But also I use my printer a lot. So I definitely think a printer is a necessity and a laminator is something nice to have. This question is, what is your favorite and least favorite subject to teach? So I love teaching Liam math. He's really good at math. He has a lot of fun, and the curriculum that we use is really great as well. I will be happy to do a video to show you guys that because I'm obsessed with it. The subject that I like teaching least is definitely probably language arts. Liam is kind of a struggling reader. He's getting a lot better. I think this curriculum has really helped him with that, but he does have special needs, and so some of it has to do with him kind of getting bored with learning. It's kind of hard to do hands-on reading, I guess you could say. You know, there's only so much hands-on you can do when it comes to learning how to read. And he struggles a little bit with spelling and like learning nouns and adjectives and all of that. So it's just a little bit harder for him, and he gets really frustrated and he gets really upset and he whines a lot, and then that kind of like triggers me and I'm like, oh, please stop. So definitely we found a good rhythm where I know where to work it in and when to stop, and that's definitely helped, but that is still my least favorite. I hope that it gets better in the future, but math is super fun to teach him. So this question is, what is your approach? There's several different types of approaches to homeschool. I think that our main one is probably Charlotte Mason because it's very like hands-on and it's very child-led. And so the first curriculum that we used was My Father's World, and we're currently using The Good and the Beautiful, and they're both kind of a mix of different curriculums, but they definitely have like really strong Charlotte Mason vibes, and so I definitely like that. I also really like using living books or like not fluff books. I also like to use the unschooling approach for smaller kids. So I have a toddler who just turned 3, and we have been doing more of unschooling with him. So he knows how to count to 20, he knows how to count to 10 in Spanish, he knows all of his body parts, he's learning colors, and all of these things we have just done by interacting with Big Brother or playing with toys, and he'll be like, oh, that's purple, and it's not purple. So we'll be like, oh, that's yellow or whatever, and he's just slowly learning these things. We also like to do lots of nature walks and that type of thing, and it's really great because then they get to see what they're actually learning, or they get to learn. He loves being in nature, so it's just been really great that way. Okay, so this question is, what are your 3 favorite books in your homeschool? And I don't really buy a lot of books. We usually rent a lot from the library. We do read alouds from the library and all of that. So I do have a few that are more like kind of younger kid based. But as I was telling you, Nolan loves nature. And so he got this one for Christmas, and it is called Backyard Bugs. And it's just really cute. And it like, let's go exploring, and it kind of gets them like talking and looking, and it's just really, really cute. And I really love this one, and he loves this one. And it's not very expensive. I'll link it down below on Amazon. I think it was maybe like $4 or $5. So it's really cute, and it's like a board type book. So he really loves this one. So another one that we absolutely love is these books. We actually have 2 of them. This is the 1, 2, 3 Count With Me. I think he has the ABC up in his room. But the reason that we love these so much is obviously because they have these. And kids just love these. They can just open them and interact with them. But this actually has, I don't know if you can see, where you can like trace with your finger. So they're learning to trace numbers and letters in these books. And they're just really cute, and he loves to read, so I'll say 1 ball, and I'll say, and 1 fat, and he goes cat. And so that's just a great way that we really get to learn all of these different things, and it goes all the way up to 20, I think. Yeah, it goes all the way up to 20. So he really loves this one, and they have ABCs as well. So these are super cute. Again, I will link them down below in the description. And then this one has seen some better days, as you can tell. Liam actually got this one in 2013 when he was dedicated at our old church. But this is the Jesus Storybook Bible, and this is an amazing Bible for toddlers and preschoolers and young kids. And it's just got I'm literally like, yeah, it's pretty well loved, if you can tell. But it's just like got a lot of great Bible stories in here, and we like to read one at night before bed or whatever. It's pretty big. There's a lot of books in here, and it's just got really beautiful illustrations and really just, it just summarizes Bible stories so that kids can understand them. So this is definitely one of my favorites for sure. And again, I will link it in the description box. Okay guys, so that is the Homeschool Mom Tag. I'm super excited. I have a lot of video ideas. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. See you on Wednesday. Bye.